Hi LCP. So in this video, you are going to understand more about like what is the proposed LC structure. So in this term, we are actually doing some revamp on the LC structure so that it's actually able to support our entity and support your LC to make sure that you can achieve your goal in your term. And how a good structure is actually is able to provide to able to implement the right strategy to make sure your entity can perform. So these are the in this video, these are the things that you will be knowing, which is the changes of the JD, KPI, and skill need for LCVP PD, LCVP B2C marketing, and LCVP OGV. And also you will know about who are the new MC responsible for the changes that they have made, and also what kind of change management they will expect to happen once we actually implement this new LC structure. So the first thing is let's start with job descriptions, and I will not like how to say I will not brief you one by one about the LC structure JD of the revised LC structure, because the key thing is you can read it by yourself when you got the application booklet. So I will just tell you the key thing that actually changed. So one first thing first is in last and previously we know this department is known as marketing, but then right now we change the name to B2C marketing so that we are more customer centric, and you will know why we make the changes. So the thing is that we will be focusing doing right now is in B2C marketing. One new thing that we add up in the JD is about university relations. So one thing about university relation is to form partnerships. It's also is form partnership by conducting university meeting and prepare partnership proposal, and also conduct university meeting and prepare the partnership proposal, and then to provide strategy EP supply for customer experience OGV operation. So it's like university support and OGV for credit. So one thing is a lot of times a lot of entity local entity, they can really drive high OGV because they actually got support from the university, like for example the university credit for cohorts, things like that. So one thing is you are for marketing right now, what they need to do is they need to target the right market and the right segment in the university, and also form partnership with university to get support from the university so that they can actually help OGV to do a better identifying for the EP supply. And also so mostly what they do is focusing on doing partnership with university, and also not only in campus but also finding partnership university with our campus as well. And then after that, another thing is also digital marketing. So they make sure the alignment of global timeline, local timeline, physical and digital strategy timeline, and align national and local lead nurturing initiative, and conduct email marketing and target of university Facebook group and other digital student platform to actually implement digital marketing, and the submission of monthly content to national blog, and design and the submission of national content for social media management. So in short, you can see that as a LCVP B2C marketing, there are two key changes that inside the role itself. Is first is university relations, which means that you need to identify like the university authority to engage with, and also what kind of segment that you want to engage in the university itself, like which faculty you want to engage. So this all cover university relations. And then the second one is digital marketing. So digital marketing is more on like alignment with national initiative, and also to actually contribute content to national marketing as well. So these are the changes. So really read through the JD itself to get to know more. And if you really want to know more about it, you can always come to me, Sarah, and Eva for more clarification. But the best person that can explain to you is actually Sarah. So if you really have any doubt that you are not sure about it, you can always approach Sarah. And these are the KPI, which is sign up through referrals and sign up through digital channels, sign up from partnering university or faculties, approved from partnering university or faculty. So the partnering university is not only in your own university but also our campus as well. So inside the university, you also like do segment like for example certain business faculty actually more interested. So you also can evaluate your KPI based on the sign up from the certain faculty inside the university. And then LC branding alignment and blog content submit and social media content submit. So these, and then bottom are the skill that you need. So you can read it by yourself, but these are the changes that is happening right now for B2C marketing. And then, so what happened to OGV? So in OGV, basically they're still focusing on considerations and also focusing on value delivery. But the key thing is, one thing that you see here is actually the marketing, which means that right now they need to synergize with university relations on market research and digital marketing in the university out campus. So one thing is, well, once the marketing B2C are able to identify on the right market, and the OGV people will actually have to synergize with them in order to actually implement physical marketing strategy and also digital marketing in the university. So you can see the collaborations and the synergy between B2C marketing and also OGV. So B2C marketing focusing on university relations and digital marketing, and then for OGV they're focusing on implementing physical marketing strategy. So for example, you have a booth and you need to set a booth in the library, and that's the role for OGV to actually implement it. So yeah, and also ensure the alignment of marketing message nationally for global volunteer promotions. Yeah, so in OGV marketing, you're focusing more on the local physical marketing strategy. Yeah. So these are the KPI, which mean they also have sign-ups, applicants, accept, approve, realize, finish. Because why sign up is because of the new added JD, which means that they execute the physical marketing strategy. And that's all for B2C marketing and OGV. So right now, another LC structure changes is actually PD. So currently, based on our current structure, is we have PD for IGV, which means that the PD is solely just for IGV, and most of the time, IGET do sales on IGET department itself. But right now, in order to make sure that we can have more efficiency in terms of doing sale and more unifying the sales processes, that's why we are proposing to have one PD department as a whole. And inside the PD department, there will be director that focusing on doing sales for IGV, and there are director that focusing on doing sales for IGET. So you can read this by yourself, but the key thing for you to understand that is they need to make sure that the LCVP PD that you elect need to have a strong understanding of the functional processes, and also understanding that about how to do sales for IGV and how to do sales for IGET, because you're going to sell two different products under the same department, and your department will be focusing on doing sales. So it's to able to standardize the sales processes and also able to unify all the sales together, so you have better management on your engagement with CSR. So one thing is it supervise all the sales processes, and then it serves as a main bridge with the national level. So in MC, we are going to have one person to actually managing LCVPPD, and this is also to lead the yeah, so it's actually to responsible for leading sales with the sales manager of each product. So one thing is because you are not just going to run do sales for one product, you're going to do sales for all product, which means that all kinds of processes that's related to sales that are able to contribute to the product will be under PD. So these are the things. And right now, if you look at it, we do not endorse and we do not encourage at all, strictly do not encourage and do not allow LC to actually have your own local partner. The reason is LC shouldn't be the one that actually gain revenue not through running product. The reason is why MC have national sales is because right now, based on our current reality, LC do not have the LC is not performing in the stage that is able to cover all the MC expenses and budget. So right now we need a position, which means MCVPPD to actually do national sales so that they can cover the 50% of our expenses, and another 50% is actually covered by the LC. So this is how we currently work, because right now we have MC as a full-timer that we work in order to provide resources, provide support to LC to able to provide better experience to the membership and also to the customer. So that's why we actually need national sales just for doing sales for MC. But in LC wise, you do not need all kind of for LC, your role is important in the sense that how can you ensure that you provide the best leadership experience for a member and also for your customer. So all your sales or what kind of PD activity that you do must be able to contribute to the growth of the product, because how we develop leadership through to our member and to our customer is actually through the implementations of delivering the product itself. So all your PD must actually must be doing in a way that it's able to help your product to grow. So when it helps the product to grow, when your member implement it, your member deliver it, and when your customer get the product, when your customer experience it, then this is how we develop leadership, and this is how the LC role should be playing, because you are the person that to nearest to the to our stakeholder, which is our members and our customer. So you are very important people to actually to get in touch with them. So your PD should be only focused on able to upskill, or also able to provide a better experience for the customer and also member. So these are the changes for PD. So so you can see that we will going to have one person in charge that focusing on doing sales. So every year we do not have to, because of certain thing, like for example IGT, because of not lack of capacity, we need to have people who do sales, and then we stop doing approving for the form. So right now if we have one people or one team that actually focusing on doing sales, other department can be focusing more on the value delivery and the consideration, the other process that actually more relevant to to our customer, which is youth. So right now, to let you know what is the who is the MC responsible. So right now, MC PD GOVI will be focusing on doing national sales for national partnership and IGV. And then GOVI will not manage any LCVP PD network. So right now we have another position. We didn't name it properly, but just to let you know the differences is MCVP PD Network Management, which is Audrey. So Audrey will directly work with LCVP PD and the change management for and also focusing on supporting change management for LC and also skill development for LC. Because right now in our LC we do not have people that have a profile that are able to do sales for two products, which is IGV and IGT. So one thing is how we Audrey role will be focusing on doing the transitions of the changes for the LC structure, which means that she will be focusing on helping LC to able to support the LC in terms of the change management, and also equip them with the right skill and knowledge so that they can deliver both IGT and IGV sales together. So she will be the one to actually manage the network. And this position only happened in this term because we need the change management that happens, and we didn't expect LC to directly able to adapt to it. So we actually assign a person in charge, that the key JD of the person is actually to make sure LC can actually onboard with the new changes of the structure, and also to make sure LC have the right skill and the knowledge and mindset to able to deliver the JD. And MCVP IGT Tavi will be focusing on doing IGT sales right now, and also the whole customer flow, which is starting from attractions, consideration, value delivery, and brand advocacy. So basically IGT will be covering everything by himself. Yeah. And for MCVP marketing, Sarah, which is they will start focusing on university relation, digital marketing, and physical attraction promotion. So which means that in your LCBP OGV, in your structure itself, in the functional, there will be people who working with Sarah in terms of understanding on how can we do a more effective physical attraction. And then for the value delivery in the OGV, we'll be talking to Benjamin on how to we do better consideration and value delivery. And also we are planning to have one MC director to support marketing operation in national level, because one thing is, once Sarah is focusing on university relation, digital marketing, and physical attraction, there will be a huge change in her JD, and she actually need more support to deliver it down. So we are actually having the plan to have one MC director to support the marketing operation. And the last one is MCVP OGV, Benjamin. So it's actually remain the same. So Benjamin will focusing on consideration and value delivery. So to let you see the big picture is, if right now if your LC has an LCVP PD, the LCVP PD will be the one who actually do sales for all product. That if the product require any sales like IGT and IGV, then the LCBP PD will be the one who responsible who do that, and the LCBP PD will work with Audrey closely in order to get the sufficient knowledge and skill and information and updates on how to do it better. And after that, for the VP, and then so one thing is also for the MCVP marketing, will be working with your LCVP marketing in terms of university relation and digital marketing, while MC Marketing will also work together with OGV, person in charge that are actually focusing on physical attraction, to liaise with Sarah. So if my OGV, I have one director that focusing on physical attraction, then the person will communicate directly to MCVP marketing instead of MCVP OGV. Yeah, and the other they're focusing on value delivery and consideration will communicate with the Benjamin, which is MCVP OGV. So to let you know, the big picture is Audrey will also MCVP PD network management need to also have the skill on managing the both IGT and IGV product, because she's the one who responsible in terms of LC doing sales. So what are the change management that you expect from MC? First thing is we will think of the framework for onboarding the LCVP and doing transition. One thing is because not every LC have the pipeline or they have the knowledge on how to do it. So one thing is very important for us to onboard the LCVP so that they get the sufficient skill and knowledge, and also to make sure that in terms of transition, because there is a changes of role. So maybe for a VP OGV need to do transition with the previous VP marketing, because previous VP marketing are doing physical implementation. So we need to change the framework of the EBMT transition so that they get the right skill and knowledge. And then the second one is learning and development for LCVP. So we need to plan the whole new learning and development for LCVP, because some of you may not have any experience working on UR. So we need to refresh our L&D to make sure that you have the skill and the knowledge to do that. And after that, educate them on how to synergy with product team. One thing is when you separate the sales process, for example IGET, you separate it, then now is we need to educate VPPD on how they can actually synergy with two departments, which is IGET and IGV, on doing sales, and like in the sales process, on how once they secure the sales and how they can deliver it down to the IGV and IGET. And then also for marketing and also OGV, like how marketing, like when OGV plan or marketing together plan for the physical and digital marketing strategy, they need to identify on like who are the responsible, marketing will be responsible for executing it, and marketing will be the responsible for executing digital marketing, and OGV will be responsible to execute physical marketing. So they need to sit down together to plan the whole flow of the physical marketing and the digital marketing timeline. Because one thing is when I do a physical marketing initiative, for example, I'm having a global village, I also need to tell marketing that, oh, you need to help me to do posters so that I can reach out to people so that people know that there's an event. So these are the things that we will educate LC so that they know how to synergy. And then the last part is MC restructure, which means that MC right now, because of the changes of the LC structure, we need to change our JD as well to able to support the LC and also to onboard them as well. So for example, Audrey need to do transition with Govi, because Govi will start doing sales for IGV, and then Audrey will also need to learn from Govi about like how to do sales for IGET. So these are the onboarding process that will actually involve both party, so that we can make sure that everyone have the right skill and knowledge to be able to start the term, and without any uncertainty on or doubt. So in the end of the day, what we want to make sure is LC are very clear with what's the role they are doing and clear about how to synergy, and so that when we start our term, we can straight away just plan and implement. Yeah, and that's why we will take this change management in a very serious way, and we are actually will be in the progress of actually planning a more clear change management plan for this, so that LC will not have to worry about it, and your all kinds of doubt that you're having right now will be able to solve when the time we start implementing it. So all these changes of the structure for MC and also this LC structure will start effective by the 1st of February, which is the beginning of the term of the new LC term, which is term 2018. So that's all from me. So if you have any questions, any clarification needed, you can always approach me. So thank you. Bye.